Hello, happy Friday, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Freight, the weekly freight and transportation management series brought to you by Ceresys, the transportation management company. Each week, we look to bring you tips, thoughts, best practices, and trends around freight and transportation management. Now, a couple weeks ago, before the Thanksgiving break, we first talked about comparing LTL shipping to Parcel Hundredweight Programs as we wrap our current LTL Talking Freight Series. However, today, we'll conclude that LTL series by focusing even more on comparing LTL to Parcel by giving you tips on when to choose LTL or Parcel to save the most amount of money on your freight shipment. More than 25 million small packages, otherwise known as parcels, are shipped daily. Meanwhile, the top 10 commodities shipped tend to be bulky and require less than truckload or LTL shipping. But the lines between parcel and LTL shipping have started to blur in recent years. Parcel carriers are spending less per shipment, and LTL shippers are spending less by reducing the work that goes into shipping. So how do shippers know when to choose parcel or LTL shipping to save the most money? Well, to find that answer, we're going to talk about some tips on when to choose LTL or parcel to save the most amount of money. First, let's talk about when to choose a parcel shipment. Is the package maneuverable? Parcels need to be maneuverable. In other words, the package needs to be small enough to be easily managed by one person. In addition, its weight should not exceed 150 pounds, but some parcel carriers may even place a 70-pound maximum on a parcel shipment. Moreover, small packages must adhere to the dimensional or DIM pricing requirements. In short, use a parcel shipment for packages within DIM pricing restrictions and of low weight. Do you need guaranteed, overnight, or Saturday delivery? Carriers also have strict stipulations on the availability of guaranteed, overnight, and Saturday delivery. Unfortunately, LTL carriers rarely offer these additional delivery options. This is due to the large scale of each pallet, and LTL carriers may still transfer the package to a parcel carrier in the end, requiring unwrapping and sorting of the LTL shipment. So, what does it mean? Use a parcel shipment for time-sensitive shipments. Can multiple parcels be combined in your facility? As a shipper in today's e-commerce-driven world, it is easy to assume parcel is the automatic way to go. However, you need to consider the possibility of consolidating parcels heading in a similar direction. If consolidation is possible, it may be better to opt for an LTL shipping selection. Do not use a parcel shipment when multiple parcels can be combined into a pallet heading to the same general destination. Does the discounted rate really apply? Discounted rates play another factor in considering parcel or LTL shipping. Parcel carriers may offer a steep discount in the hopes of getting more orders. However, many parcel carriers may stipulate minimum amounts per parcel within the shipper's contracts. As a result, a 75% discount on a $20 shipment may sound great, but if the minimum is $8, the shipment will actually cost $8 to ship, not the $5 after applying the discount. So select parcel shipping when the minimum rate is below discounted rates with either parcel or LTL shipping. Do you have an upcoming LTL pickup scheduled? Pickup charges can be among the top costs in using LTL shipping, but you can use that to your advantage. You may be able to save money by consolidating or adding to an existing LTL pallet that already has a scheduled pickup. Use small package shipping if you do not have any LTL pickups scheduled and when you cannot consolidate multiple parcels. Do you have a loading or unloading dock at your facility and across your supply chain locations? LTL shipments are big, and as such, they require a loading and unloading dock to get from point A to point B. If you lack docks in your facility or at any other receiving or shipping center in your supply chain, LTL shipping may incur additional costs, including labor costs. Use partial shipping when your facilities lack the docks necessary for an LTL pickup or if a liftgate is not available. Now, let's address when to choose LTL shipping. The first reason shippers look at LTL options is about costs. LTL carriers tend to cost less per item than parcel carriers. However, LTL carriers require a bigger shipment to be cost effective. In addition, accessorial charges may add up quickly in parcel shipping. Use LTL shipping when you have palletized, larger shipments that need a lower cost option or when a parcel's carrier's accessorial charges exceed the LTL shipping cost. Next, is the package bulky? Sometimes there is just no way to send a shipment without bulky packaging, especially among fragile products or items requiring white glove service. Furthermore, bulky, lightweight items may be subject to dim pricing models by your parcel carrier, driving up shipping costs. Select LTL shipping for bulky items, including items requiring extra space with a lower total weight. Have you met your volume quota for discounted LTL shipping? LTL shipping relies on volumes to give shippers the best rates possible. Unfortunately, this means the LTL options may only qualify for discounts if the shipper has continually met his or her contractual obligations to ship X amount of volume with a given carrier. So use LTL shipping if you are on track to meet your volume obligations, getting a discounted rate that's lower than parcel costs. Have LTL general rate increases or GRIs been implemented? General rate increases in LTL shipping are not new, but the actual cost of implementation may not necessarily adhere to the carrier's planned rates. Consequently, general rate increases may exceed the carrier's announced increases. This impacts your selection too. Only use LTL shipping if rate increases have already been implemented, provided you can see the finite cost of your shipping. Next, what is the price of oil doing? Last, you need to watch the cost of oil. The per barrel price of oil, which currently is pretty low and possibly could increase again in the future as things are volatile. So, the per barrel price of oil indicates how future fuel costs in the next week or two may fluctuate. In turn, changing oil costs impact fuel surcharges for parcel and LTL shipments. So watching the cost of oil can actually help you predict the monetary impact of fuel surcharges in your shipments. Use LTL shipping if the cost of oil has been stable, but use parcel shipping if oil prices are expected to climb in the upcoming days. So, when to choose parcel or LTL in a nutshell? While these questions and guidelines can help you select the best shipping option between parcel and LTL shipping, it is also important to always remember how things look from the outside. In other words, you may want to consider using a 3PL like Ceresys to help you select the best shipping option from among multiple parcels and LTL carriers for your shipments. This will eliminate biases and ensure your company is using the best shipping option for your immediate needs. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Talking Freight. Thanks for joining us each week. We can't wait to see you back next week, and we're getting closer to the new year, so a small breaking news announcement from us here at Ceresys at Talking Freight. We're going to be adding a new show, which will publish on Mondays coming in 2019, called The Fast Freight 5. What's it about? Well, we're going to either give you the top 5 things to know in freight for the upcoming weeks, 5 quick tips, or just 5 things to consider around freight shipping. It's going to be a little bit different than Talking Freight, where in these Talking Freight episodes, our goal is to give you the best practices and educate you with tips that can help you do better at your job. The Fast Freight 5 is a little bit shorter, under 220 seconds, and that's a total of 2.5 minutes or so, if I got my mouth right. Probably not, but it's going to be quick bites for those freight shippers on Mondays, so look for it in the future, and we hope you enjoy that new episode or that new show as much as you've been enjoying these episodes of Talking Freight. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Oh, hold up before you go. Make sure you click over here to subscribe to our channel, click on this box to watch all the videos in the current Parcel Talking Freight series, and click up here to go to ceresys.com. Scroll down, and in the box, put in your email address and hit subscribe.